Hello and welcome to another episode of Culture Corner here on the Serenity Resource Connector. Thank you so much for tuning in, whether you are here with us live or you're watching the replay. It's always a pleasure to have you. If this is your first time tuning in, make sure it's not your last time. So if you have not yet done so, go ahead and subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave a like, comment at the end of this, and be sure to check us out each week. So, we are doing a Meet the JCDC team feature for the next few couple of months. So, we started in January and we would have met the Eastern team already. Central team was on the previous episode. So, if you missed that, you want to go back and check it out. We started doing our Culture Club feature in February. We started with Effortville Primary over there in Maypen, Clarendon. So if you missed that, you want to go and check out what they're doing there and learn the different things, the different strategies that they're using there and what they hope to achieve by doing so. So for this episode, we are going to be zoning in on the Northern region, and we are going to be featuring one of the three festival queens, reigning festival queens, as well as another culture club. As you see, Liberty Learning Center over there in Portland. So you don't want to miss a minute of it. So for the Portlanders that are on, welcome, welcome, welcome to you. Make sure you share the link and get the others to connect, not just Portland, because we're in Northern region, that's Portland, St. Mary, and St. Anne. So make sure that all three parishes are represented here so they can learn the awesome things that are happening where their local JCDC parish offices are and who the teams are in the different parishes. I know that we shared that we would have been having the parish manager from Portland. Regrettably, the flu did not allow him to hit the spotlight this evening, but we have with us no stranger to the Serenity Resource Connector space, Lady Marjorie Leyden-Kirton, Acting Executive Director there at the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission. Welcome back, Lady Kirton.
Thank you. Thank you. And a happy new year. I know we're in the third month, but it is still a new year. Happy new year to all your viewers.
Awesome. Right. What a way to round it out. Final month of the quarter, right?
Yes, yes.
Yes, great to have you back. All right. So, Portland, St. Mary, St. Anne.
And
Oh my goodness. Help us to meet the teams that are vibrant over there. We have so many different things that we hear about those nice lush green parishes. So share with us.
yes, it is my pleasure to introduce my team. Those who are coming in and joining this evening, the Jamaica Cultural Development Commission, we have a strategy that reaches right across Jamaica. We're in every parish, and we've divided the country into 4 regions. And as Mrs. Witter shared in her introduction, you've already met the Eastern Region team. You've met the Central Region team, and it's my pleasure this evening to share with you the Northern Region team members. So, Northern Region is made up of 3 parishes: Portland, St. Mary, and St. Anne. And we're going to feature Portland to start out with. And in each of our parishes, we have a staff, minimum 3, maximum 4. And when our regional managers visit, we have 5 of those staff members. So for Portland, you're seeing on your screen and meeting our parish manager, Mr. Orton Manahan. We have a parish administrator, Anna K. Rogers. We have a records officer, Mr. Desmond Johnson, and we have office attendant, Mrs. Dorrit Smith. The Portland office is located in Port Antonio at 5 Smart Road. I love calling that word, you see, almost like smart. 5 Smart Road in Port Antonio. And the numbers are posted. And you can also call, when you call directly to the JCDC, we have the system where we can link you to each parish in a region. So if you don't even remember the exact parish number, you can always call the general JCDC number and you will be linked in to your parish. And you know, a parish manager, one of the things that Mr. Manahan would have shared with you is that a parish manager is really responsible for the daily administration of a parish office, leading and directing the staff that is within that parish to accomplish goals and objectives, providing leadership for the parish. And within a parish, we work closely with various other government agencies, and we have established what we call a parish cultural committee. And the parish manager would oversee that committee, provide the leadership so, you know, we can get our volunteers giving us the best of their skills and talents. So he's responsible for leading that, and of course leading the implementation of all the activities that we would have designed. And you know, at the JCDC we now have a calendar that runs the entire year from January to December. So there's no free time at JCDC. You know, they keep saying, well, we work hard and we try when we get our little breaks to play very hard. But he's responsible for implementing from the ground up, we call it, right to the national level, because all our events end with a national product. So, for example, when we talk about the Festival Queen, we start the recruiting in a parish at that parish level, have a parish finals, and then we send our queens to the national. So, very important. The parish is the base of all we do at the JCDC. And when we produce and find the talents, we send them on to the national shows. So that's Portland for you. Orton Manahan, Parish Manager, Anna K. Rogers, Parish Administrator, Desmond Johnson, Records Officer, and Mrs. Dorothy Smith, or Office Attendant. And I see you moving over right away to St. Mary. I know always and say, "I St. Mary we come from."
That's right. Cape Town.
That's right. That's one of our very traditional and I would say dynamic parish, the parish of St. Mary. And that team is led by our parish manager, Ms. Sanya Miraj, or parish administrator, Mrs. Maria Wright Simpson, or records officer, Miss Arlene Lindo, and or office attendant, a male for a change, who supports the ladies, Atoy Smith. Atoy Smith. And St. Mary, as I was saying, is one of our very traditional parishes, unique with the, I know they have some traditional dances. I'm going to try and see if I can find my notes on that showcases some of the things that are unique. And I know a little later on you will show off, you know, what you have. But in St. Mary, out comes the Dinky Mini. The Dinky Mini is a special dance, a very special dance. And they have various cultural groups. There is also the Islington, right? And I think that picture is of the Islington group, cultural group doing the dinky mini. Oh, you see how it look, you knock your knee and you move the hips and you rub the shoulders. It's exciting, exciting. But St. Mary, and there is also something that in last year, the Ministry of Culture, Gender and Entertainment, through the Governor General, declared a tacky day. Now, if those who know history and those who follow our culture and heritage will know that tacky is one of our or was one of our maroons who helped in the fight for freedom. And last year, through the declaration from the Governor General in St. Mary, April 8th is now declared Tacky Day. So we will be looking later on in April to go over to celebrate with everyone in St. Mary on Tacky Day. So exciting things happening. The St. Mary office is in a new location right in the heart of the town, Port Maria. They're located at 30 Stennett Street. And I would call their offices a state of the art office, brand new. They have two outstanding workshop or what we would call conference rooms, and we're advertising that so persons who are in and around St. Mary and in Port Maria can come and utilize the facilities that we have there. But state of the art, brand new, colorful JCDC office in Port Maria, the capital of St. Mary. And we meet the team in St. Anne. That is led by Parish Manager, Mr. Wentlin Mantle, a cultural organizer. Now, this is where I was saying we have sometimes four, and when our regional managers are visiting, we get up to five officers in an office. We have in St. Anne a cultural organizer. She's Miss Anna K. Livingston, and our parish administrator, Miss Michelle Edwards, our records officer, Miss Chantal Williams, and our office attendant, Miss Edna Rodney. Now, you may wonder, why do we have an extra staff in St. Anne? Again, if we know our history, we must be reminded St. Anne is one of our largest parishes in Jamaica. So based on that size, we had to make sure we had enough staff that can cover, the landscape of that parish. Because we have St. Anne's Bay, which is the capital, and the office is located in St. Anne's Bay, 5 Windsor Road. We're very close to the municipal corporation, the library, right in the center of the St. Anne's Bay town. But a lot of people are also very familiar with Brownstone as a capital, but it's not really the capital. It has the community college, a noted high school, and a grand market that is well known. So that too is a center that attracts a lot of participants in the JCDC activities. St. Anne, the garden parish, beautiful flowers. Recently, if persons have been following what's happening in Jamaica, they hosted, I think, the horticulture flower show, and it's really a combination, really beautiful over in St. Anne. And that would be our 3 parishes that make up the northern region.
All right. So there you have all three parishes. I trust that
Right.
you all took notes, but if not, the
You
recording
can
will
always
remain
come
on
back.
YouTube.
Come
You
back
can
and
always come
see.
back, check it out, and
Yes.
share it with others so they can know exactly where to go. And as you stated, the events are rolling, the entries have been rolling in, and the teams have been busy preparing. All right. What are some of the events that's taking place now
Oh,
in those areas? I know it's a whole lot, so we're gonna have some first, and
we
then we're gonna do a
take some
feature and
after.
then
Yes.
come back.
Yes.
So
And
where do you want to start?
right. So as I was saying, here at the JCDC, our work begins from January and continues right through to December. No break, hardly ever any break. Because right now we've opened entries for the performing arts. So that has been going from January, where we had our workshops preparing everybody, and now we are rolling out with parish finals in the performing arts. Remember, the performing arts consist of 5 subject areas where we have dance, drama, music, speech, and the traditional folk forms. And everyone can get to the JCDC website, follow our social media, because we have posted the calendar of activities for the performing arts. And from the start, yesterday, we hit the ground running with our parish finals. And so for this week, we tomorrow for as of Monday, we continue the parish finals with traditional folk form. That is gonna be out in Morgan's Plaza. Then we have music on the 14th, Wesleyan Holiness Church. We have dance again in Morgan's Plaza, that I believe in St. Catherine, drama, Wesleyan Holiness Church. On March 10, we're going to have, and for those dates that I just shared, those were Portland. I said St. Catherine, but those were Portland. Let me get them again. March 6th, traditional folk form, Morgan's Plaza. March 14, music, Wesleyan Holiness Church. March 16, dance, Morgan's Plaza. And March 24, drama at the Wesleyan Holiness Church. That's in Port Antonio. When we move over to St. Anne, we're going to have speech on the 10th. That's going to be at the Brownstone Methodist Church Hall. And also, we'll accommodate another speech finals at the St. John's Anglican Church Hall. That I believe is somewhere in the Ocho area. March 13 will be dance, Brownstone Methodist Church Hall. March 14, drama, in Brownstown again, Methodist Church Hall. March 17, the traditional folk forms in Brownstown Methodist Church. And March 24, we'll have music again, 2 locations, Brownstown Methodist Church and the St. John's Anglican Church. And for St. Mary, I think their calendar go on a little later. Let me just get that for you. March 10, there'll be now the Anglican Church Hall in Port Maria is the popular venue for St. Mary Anglican Church Hall. They're in Port Maria. So on March 10 will be speech. That's day 1. Then on March 14, traditional folk forms. March 15, drama and music. Now, drama is going to be at the Wycliffe Martin High School. I hope I got that name right. And the music will remain at the St. Mary Anglican Church. March 16 will be day 2 for speech. And the March 17, speech, day 3. Now that tells you that we have a number of entries, a large number of entries for speech in St. Mary for us to have 3 days of parish finals. And on March 20, dance finals, and March 21, the music finals. All happening at the St. Mary Anglican Church Hall in Port Maria, except for drama, which will be at the Wycliffe Martin High School. All right. And as we do the parish finals, find the talents, the gold, the silver, and the bronze medal pieces, we will be sending on those talents to the national finals, which will be held in April. So all our various schools and community groups, they are competing as we speak in the parish finals, and the winners, the exciting winners, especially for gold medals, will make their way to the national finals in Kingston. We then move right into other exciting events for JCDC. We are presently recruiting for our Festival Queen programs. So entries are now open. They close March 31st for our Festival Queen program. Also, the popular festival song that is open and will close March 31st, and our Gospel Star program. If you know, remember during the pandemic, we created a new style of presenting the Jamaica Gospel Competition. It is now called the Gospel Star Competition and featured on television, where we have a countdown to see who all of Jamaica will vote in as the Gospel Star winner. So entries are open for those competition and close on March 31st. You know, for the Festival Queen, they go on to have session ceremonies in May and the parish finals in June before each winner moved to the national finals in August. And there you're showing off the reigning queens for the 3 parishes we're featuring this evening out of the northern region. We have Miss Renee Tybo, and she'll give you the name. I know you have her as a special guest. She'll give you the correct pronunciation. That's our Portland Festival Queen. We also feature Jody Ann Howell. She's our Miss St. Mary Festival Queen, and Kimberly Todd for St. Anne or Miss St. Anne Festival Queen.
Awesome. All right. So this is a great point at which we bring on Miss Portland.
Yes. Yes,
All
that
right.
unusual name. Let her give us some history with that.
All right. Let me do some introductions. So we have with us Renee Thibault, a 22-year-old farmer and graduate of the College of Agriculture, Science and Education with a Bachelor of Science degree in Animal Science. She hails from the scenic district of Long Bay in East Portland. Her hobbies include swimming, farming, and exploring Jamaica. She considers herself to be a national volunteer for Jamaica, as she is the co-founder of TR2 Back to School charity, along with numerous organizations across the parish. Being Miss Portland Festival Queen, Renee will join a greater community of selfless women who make it a point of duty to be a force of change in their communities every day in and around Jamaica. She intends to use her platform to reach, educate, and inspire both children and adults on the importance of literacy and numeracy awareness, and also to help uplift her community and country by extension. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's make welcome to the Serenity Resource Connector space Miss Portland 2022, Renee Tebow. I think I got it right.
Yes, you did. Good evening, everyone. I'm Renee Thibault, Miss Portland Festival Queen 2022. And this evening, I'm just going to give a briefing on my experiences as Miss Portland Festival Queen, what it was like being a contestant both at the parish and at the national level, and what my project is, and to encourage others to be a part of the Miss Portland Festival Queen community. So, we started under the theme reigniting the power of the Jamaican woman. And as the right Alexander Bustamante said, no country can progress beyond the development of its women. The Miss Jamaica Festival Queen competition, it's not a Miss Jamaica beauty contest. It's about being poised, it's about being talented, it's about being involved in your community, and most importantly, being culturally aware. So, being culturally aware can help us to break down cultural barriers and build bridges by learning to appreciate and respect those who are different. Personally, I've gained a wealth of knowledge being a contestant, both at the parish and the national level. It was the exposure for me. So going into the competition, I was a very shy person. Entering the competition, I got to see a side of myself that I didn't even know was there. I can now proudly say that I not only know more about my parish, but my country on a whole. Not just did it drastically boost my confidence levels, but it also remarkably enhanced other skills like communication, interviews, and poise. I was very fortunate to have Mrs. Derek Thaxter as one of my coaches. And to this day, I still implement what was taught to me during the competition phase into my personal life. So I'm a teacher. I became a teacher September 2022 after winning. And I find myself, whenever I enter a classroom, I always enter with grace. Some of my students be like, Miss, why do you walk like this? Or Miss, why do you sit like this? I'm like, I'm a festival queen. This is how a woman should walk. And this is why I always tell them, when you guys get older, because I'm teaching between the ages of 11 or 12 to 16 or 17. I said, when you guys get older, I always encourage them, enter the competition. There is so much for you to gain from it. And it's not about winning, because not everyone will win. It's what you take from the competition itself. So my project is Literacy Matters, tackling learning loss from the home first. As mentioned earlier, I have a bachelor's in animal science. I did not know much about education. When I was offered the job as a teacher, I took it as an opportunity to encourage students or children, not only in my community, but in the surrounding communities, both in East and West Portland, because we do have students coming from West Portland. I saw that there was a great need for literacy in schools with the learning loss. I'm not only blaming the whole COVID-19 pandemic, but I've seen where some parents have, slacked off a bit. And I'm not saying it's wholly their fault, but they just need to be engaged and equipped. So our mission at Literacy Matters is to engage and equip with at least 100 parents with literacy-based skills and strategies they can use in the home to improve literacy interest and development. We will have collaborative effort with school-based guidance counselors, apps coaches, lead teachers, and school-based literacy matters. At my high school, I teach at Fair Prospect High School. At my high school, we started this new initiative called the Dare Reading Program. It's Drop Everything and Read, where we allocate at least 30 minutes every other day for students to stop working in whatever content and just take up a book and read. As a teacher, I assigned a book to a specific class that we will read during each Drop Everything and Read session. This is helping my students. It is helping my students so much. I've seen improvements, and this is what I want. I will not only be working in East Portland, because I'm not Miss East Portland, I'm Miss Portland. So I will also be venturing into other schools, both primary and at the secondary level, to help equip parents and students with these literacy-based improvement activities. So to encourage others to join Miss Festival Queen, Miss Jamaica Festival Queen competition, I would 100% recommend young ladies between the ages of 18 to 25 to enter, as this pageant over the years has put a strong stride, making it one of the best pageant shows on the island. That is a known fact. There is nothing like Miss Jamaica Festival Queen. My grandparents sit every August 1st to watch Miss Jamaica Festival Queen competition. So through this pageant, you can easily reach out to your goals and become a better person. You will definitely gain confidence. Definitely gain confidence. You will influence others and gain new experiences. So as Mistress Curtin mentioned earlier, the applications are now open and close March 31st for the competition. I know for our parish, which is Portland, the coronation night is June 24th, and then on August 1st, all 13 queens will vie for the Miss Jamaica Festival Queen crown on August 1. So this is just an overview of what the Miss Portland Festival Queen / Miss Jamaica Festival Queen competition is like.
Amazing, Renee. All right. Well spoken as a true cultural ambassador.
I am.
Some amazing project too. That's very necessary, and it ties in perfectly with our 2030 vision,
Right.
right? So, yes, awesome. So, we are looking forward to great things coming out of
Yes.
that project. All right, but
Yes.
we will not let you leave before you explain to our viewers how you got this THIBAUD name
Okay.
you've been
So,
pronouncing Thibaut. Tell us
right.
about that.
So my name is Renee Thibaut. It's spelled Thibaud, but pronounced Thibaut because my grandparents are Haitian. My dad was Bahamian, but his parents are Haitian, so it's a French Creole name. Renee itself is a French name also, because when I go overseas and persons hear my name is Renee, they think it's a man because Renee is a male name, but in Jamaica it's Renee. It's a female name in Jamaica. So I have Haitian background, Bahamian background, but I'm a full-blown Jamaican.
Real born Jamaican, right?
Still a Jamaican.
the I mean, it ties in perfectly. Out of many, one people.
Right.
Amazing stuff. Thank you so much for sharing, Renee. Any
Thank
final
you.
thoughts that you want to leave with our viewers or those who are wondering, should I enter? I want to, but can I?
Yes, you can. You most definitely can. And even if you think you are not poised enough, trust me, entering the competition, they will teach you how to be poised. JCDC is equipped with some of the best coaches on the island. We have Miss Diane Brown as a poised coach. She will teach you how to walk. She will teach you how to sit. We have Mrs. Derek Taxter on board. As it pertains to talent, everyone has a talent. Entering the competition, I did not know I had a talent. And I kept telling my parish administrator, I don't have a talent piece, and I don't want to enter. She said, come, we'll sit down and find something that matches your personality. So you don't need to worry about talent. You don't need to worry about poise. Community involvement, trust me, there are so many outreach programs that you can get yourself involved with. We have the Salvation Army, that is just one, to name a few. We have schools that you can collaborate with for community involvement. As it relates to cultural awareness, Dr. Google, because I call him Dr. Google, has everything that you need to know, as well as we have training sessions that will teach you what you need to know for the competition, adding to what you already know about not only your parish, but the country and the world.
Amazing. And that means that JCDC is actually living up to their mandate because they are unearthing those talents. Amazing. Thank you so much, Renee. Feel
Thank you
free
for
to stay
having
in
me.
studio just in case we need to bring it back on. What was your
Okay.
talent piece, by the way?
Could you please repeat that?
What was your talent piece? What
My
was your
talent piece was a prose written by Miss Sasha Moore. She's actually one of my co-workers, and she was a Miss Portland Festival Queen contestant. She came third in 2017. So she actually sat with me and we wrote this prose about Portland. We talked about the different landmarks in Portland. We talked about Boston Jerk Festival. We talked about Frenchman's Cove, where the river and the sea meets. We talked about, the world famous Blue Lagoon. So we talked about how beautiful Portland was. And naturally we
Amazing.
came in top five because Portland is Portlanding.
Amazing. Thank you so much. All right. That was Renee Thibault, Miss Portland Festival Queen 2022. Lady Ertel,
Wow.
you were just as, I don't know,
I'm
thinking you're
smiling away. Yes, a good representation, She gave a lot of information, and I'm especially pleased that she could say all the benefits of participating in the program, because a lot of times when people hear about competitions, they go first to the physical, like the beauty. And this is not to say it's not a beauty contest. Look at me, you know but most times people think of the physical. The thing with the Miss Jamaica Festival Queen is that it looks at the woman, the whole woman, and how she contributes to the development of her country. So you're getting the cultural awareness, you're getting in the community involvement, and then, of course, because of who we are as the JCDC, we have to identify any skill or talent that the Jamaican has, and we try to develop that and show it, take it, as we say, to the world.
to the
Because
world.
that's just what we do. We're a very talented country, lots of almost everybody. It is
Amazing.
unusual to find somebody who cannot, say for example, dance. It would be strange. It's like it's in our blood, it's in our system. So we are a really talented set of people, and I like how she brought out the fact that you can come as you are. You will be trained, you will be given the information that can make you a more rounded and better individual. Just to share, those who are listening, that you have to be between the ages of 18 to 25, not married, no children, so that you can dedicate your time to developing this platform that you're going to have to help your community and then your country at large. So we just want persons to remind that. I'm sure those who are listening, they already are running through their head. I know this young lady and I know that young lady. You can encourage them to be a part of the competition.
Awesome. All
Yes.
right. Team Liberties in the house. Don't go anywhere. Team Liberty, you're in for the feature. So make sure that everyone who needs to be on and get on
Yes.
so they can
On.
hear the awesome thing that's going on over there at Liberty, Team Liberty. All right. Amazing.
And
So,
Mrs. Witter just wanted to share there were like three other programs. We also do culinary arts, the visual arts, and the literary arts. The literary arts are for people who write, so poems, poetry, short story, essays, things like that. And that, just to remind everyone that those competitions are open now, and we close April, the last Friday in April. let me just check my notes, April 28th would be our closing date for our culinary arts competition, visual arts competition, and our literary arts competition. When we roll out all these competitions, we have the talents that will take us into our independence celebration. So that's where we feature all the talents that we find who are outstanding, and they come and help to be a part of the large independence, emancipation, all those celebrations we do in August.
That's right. Right. There are just so many exciting things happening, but we definitely have to share. There are some unique cultural dances for the different
Yes,
parishes in the region. Tell us a little about them. You shared a little about St. Mary.
right. And so we have, as you see, featured in these three parishes for Portland, the Brookings. That is a traditional folk form dance. It is, I call it elegant, is the elegance of traditional folk form, where you have the king and queen dancing, you have the flower girls, and then you have some other characters, and it's as if you have two sets. And so one king and they do like a sword fight to see who will reign over. But the Brookings is exciting. It uses the shoulder a lot when you do the Brookings dance. And that is very popular and indigenous to Portland. Revival is what we have coming out of St. Anne as one of the more prominent traditional folk form dances. And, you know, revival music, we just recently celebrated the birthday anniversary of one of our visual arts specialists and who helped to set the pace of revival in Jamaica. That is Capo Reynolds. I don't know how many persons would remember, but Capo is one of our famous visual artists, and he also helped to build the revivalism in Jamaica. So, although he's noted in Kingston, St. Anne carries that traditional folk form for us.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And this makes way nicely for our Culture Club feature for this episode,
Yes.
coming out of Portland. And we have with us Liberty Learning Center. We are going to be having on the principal, Daryl Dave Nicholson. So, at the National Culture Club conference held at the Evansville Business Complex, St. Anne's Bay, St. Anne in June 2018, Liberty Learning Center of Portland represented all the culture clubs in the northern region as they were chosen to mount the regional display on the theme, The Impact of the Chinese Ethnic Group on the Jamaican Cultural Heritage. The display was outstanding as the Northern Region won the Best Regional Display. Many times national champions in the Festival of the Performing Arts in music, traditional folk forms, and dance. Current principal, Sir Nicholson is a product of the school, having first performed in the JCDC Festival of the Performing Arts at age 6. Sir Nicholson, welcome to the Serenity Resource Connector space.
Thank you. Hi, good night.
Hi, JCDC baby, now a grown ambassador for the performing arts.
That is exactly what it is. JCDC has been a part of my life ever since 6, coming up through prep school. Even at Arden, I was actively involved in the arts. Left Arden, went to university, still involved in the arts, and now I'm back at Liberty where I'm co-directing the culture club. I'm also heading the performing arts division and just trying to keep the arts and the folk for and the tradition and the culture alive. It's really a lot, but we'll make it work.
Indeed. Administrator and all those other hats. Amazing. Awesome stuff. But tell us though, the Culture Club, how has that been impacting the Liberty Learning family? Children, staff, community in general.
All right, so our culture club is a very active one. And one thing that we do in our culture club is that all of our students who are a part of any one of our performing arts groups, they are included in our culture club automatically. So once you're a part of the performing arts, you're a part of our culture club. And then we have some students who are not a part of the performing arts, but they are a part of our culture club, and we welcome that as well. In terms of our community involvement, we perform at different offices, different schools for their different days, whether it's Jamaica Day, Heroes Day, whatever you name it, we have a performance for it. We are at community fairs as well. And our culture club is approximately 80 to 100 students large this year. And thinking that we're a school of about 180 students, that's more than half of our population. So I think that's a good thing. Um, as we say, we want to keep the traditions alive. So we're heavily involved in traditional folk forms. And so I believe that it's a part of our history. It's a learning process for the children. It allows them to build and maintain their cultural awareness. It allows them to express themselves in many different ways. And it also gives them the opportunity to relax. I mean, after a long day of school, just coming out to dance or to play some drums or the recorder or to say a little poem, whichever one it is, all of these students, they love it and they look forward to it daily.
All right, amazing. I was just enjoying you sharing. And I was around there saying, no, that's not just good. Over 50%, that's epic. So it's really a culture of performing arts, and that's amazing, amazing stuff. Do you have any specific success story that you can share with us about any child that might have come into the performing arts that has you have seen some drastic changes?
Well, outside of myself, when I started, I was one of the shyest students.
Uh,
I didn't think I was a dancer. Never saw myself as a musician. I have been playing drums all over Jamaica. At Arden, I was one of the persons who actually started the drum corps there, and it gives you that boost. We have students who, when they start, they are afraid to even talk to a teacher, and then by the end of the entire experience, whether it is entering the JCDC Festival of the Performing Arts, or just coming to practice and finding out that okay, there are other people like me who are shy, or my teacher was shy when he was younger. It gives them that little boost just to come out and show us that all of that talent that they have inside.
awesome. And that's the beauty about the different events, because it's a similar story that we are hearing for the Festival Queens.
Yes, and
Because
actually,
yes,
what's good for us is that our students start at age 3.
wow,
So we start in kindergarten 1 with age 3 and we go up to age 12. That's grade 6. And so
amazing.
we have them at babies, and some of them start performing at about 4, and we carry them all the way up. So by the time they get to grade 6, they're almost semi professional. And so they're well seasoned in it. And I can tell you, it's a joy just watching them grow and experience bliss. That's the only way I can put it. It's amazing.
Amazing indeed. I can imagine Edna Manley is just waiting to get a number of them because they are going to be heading straight there to actually follow through on all this awesome thing that's going on. So share with us some other amazing things that's going on over there at Liberty Learning Center. What should we take away from Liberty? Because Liberty people remember saying Liberty Learning Center. We're not
Yes.
used to the primary school and the prep school, but Liberty Learning Center. Tell us what's going on there.
All right. So we actually started. My mother actually started the school, and she didn't want to go along the preparatory school or the primary school lines. And so she believed that she wanted a learning center where we develop students not just for going to school, but to learn. And we're not learning in terms of just our academics, but we're learning every single aspect of life, whether it is dance, whether it is music. As a part of our program, we have music classes every week, and that is a part of our curriculum. Every week, all of our students are engaged in music. I know the recorder is an annoying instrument for some people, but it gives way to learn other wind instruments. So yes, we started the recorder, but in a couple of years, we'll move to the saxophone and we move to the flute. I actually have a plan to start an orchestra for the school. Don't know how soon it will happen, but we'll get there. In terms of our dance is also another activity that is ingrained in our curriculum, where we don't only teach the students to move their left leg and their right leg, but we teach them the traditional folk form so that once a student comes to Liberty, they will learn whether it is the different ring games, whether it is the maypole, quadrille, ballroom, camp style, whichever one it is. We try to give all of our students, performing arts or not, the ones that sit in the back of the class or the ones that sit at the front, from the babies to the older ones, all of them must get a touch of their culture.
That is just simply no. I have to agree with JCDC epic because what I am hearing coming out of that is that we have a budding crop of festival queens, we have a budding crop of writers, and it's just amazing what's happening there. And I'm happy that I got a chance to meet Liberty Learning Center because I knew nothing about Liberty Learning Center before we started planning this episode, and so it's amazing. But we do have some clips of some awesome things that you're doing over there at Liberty, so let's share.
Yes.
All right. I'm sure I made out Hill and Gully Ride.
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes, y'all. If you didn't know, I'm that old. Amazing stuff. Did you all see all those trophies and medals? I
That was
see.
only a few of them. That was not all.
I would rub it in as well. Amazing stuff. Continue the awesome work that you're doing over there in Portland. I see you're getting a lot of love in the comments. Top principal. Uh, Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing space with us here. And I trust that we will be sharing this because you don't know which benefactor might see that you want to do some more awesome work over there and want to be a part of the expansion of the awesome culture club that you have going on there. Keep up the great work. Team Liberty. All
Thank you
right.
so much, and thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure being here.
Pleasure to have you too. 4 years old. Yes.
Yes.
Performing at 4 years old. I tell you. Awesome stuff. Thank you so much. All right. Okay. Amazing. Lady Carton.
Oh boy, you know, I'm a proud mama to know that the JCDC has been in his life from he was that young, going through, getting off to school, and turning around to be the principal. Let me tell you, this is an amazing story. And you
Indeed.
know, through your show, we hope many persons will get an opportunity to watch and to see where life can take you when you take the time to be involved. Get involved, you know, at your school, at your church, your community group that you may have, the police, youth clubs, anywhere you are, get involved in your culture. The JCDC has something for everyone. Everyone. When you
Everyone.
feature the culinary arts, you're going to see another side of us. When you feature the visual arts, you're going to see another side of us. When you feature literary arts, you're going to see another side. So we have the performing arts, we're rich. We have the festival queen. We give you that platform for you to showcase who you are as a young woman and what you can contribute. Your festival song, original songs. So it allows you to be creative. And you know, the festival song has a history in Jamaica. I always say our festival song is like Christmas song. You can't get rid of it. When the time come around in independence, you must have your festival song. And then, of course, the gospel star competition. So much at JCDC. I congratulate that young man and the school in St. Anne for the strides they have had participating at the JCDC. Proud, just proud.
That's Portland. It's over
Oh,
there in Portland.
You know, we should have asked because I'm almost sure they have one in St. Anne. Is he still on?
Okay. Oh, for this Liberty?
Yes, the Culture Club.
Let's see.
Did you lose him?
No, he's still here.
Okay, so the Liberty Learning Center is Portland, right?
Yes, we are in Portland, but we
Are
have
you
a
in
sister
St.
school
Anne?
in St. Mary.
Oh,
Our
it's
Arts
St.
in Mary.
Mary. Okay,
Yes.
because I know I'm fumbling over the places, but I know you do have, yes.
Yes, our
St.
sister school
Mary
is
is
in
the
St.
other
Mary. Yes.
location, St. Mary.
Amazing.
And they produce excellent entries in our competition every year. Excellent.
Indeed. And I did promise you all from last year, I think it was the very first show, that I would get something that goes with the culture. All right, I'm wearing my dashiki because guess
Yeah.
what? Tomorrow is going to be Jamaica Day.
Jamaica Day, all
Yes,
over
March
Jamaica.
3rd Jamaica Day, we're celebrating it under the theme, celebrating Jamaica from the root to the fruit.
Yes.
All
Could you
right.
get it better?
Not at all, because we had
From
a
the
perfect
root.
display right here from age 6 now to the
No.
headmaster.
Oh my gosh. That is such an amazing story.
Awesome
Mr.
story.
Nicholson, such amazing story. Yes.
So so awesome to be able to share space with all you wonderful people. Mrs. Marjorie Leyden-Kirton, Acting
Yes.
Executive Director there at the JCDC. We had Miss Portland Festival Queen 2022, Renee Thibault. Get the pronunciation
Yes.
right,
Nebo.
right? And we have the Principal and Cultural Agent for the Liberty Learning Center, Daniel Dave Nicholson. I hope I got your first part of your name right.
Dario.
Dariel Dave Nicholson. Awesome. Keep up the great work that you're doing and go out there and continue to impact life positively. One love. All right. Thank you. We do Culture Corner every first Thursday here on the Serenity Resource Connector. So if you have not yet subscribed, make sure you do so. Hit the notification bell and join us each Thursday. Second Thursday, we have safety and security. So you want to tune in for that as well. We have the list coming up shortly. So stay tuned. You have a great night and thank you again for joining us, whether live or you're watching the replay. And remember to share so that others can learn about the awesome things that's going on at JCDC and the different arms through the cultural ambassadors, through the culture club program, and the amazing competitions that are now on. Make sure you encourage someone to enter because that might be the breakthrough they need to get from being shy to outspoken like Miss Thibault. Have a great night.
Thank you for having us and thank you for promoting the Jamaican culture.
I enjoy doing so.
Yeah.
Awesome.